Lil Blood TV, back again with another Lil Blood TV exclusive, powered by Tucker Media, of course, always powered by Tucker Media. Today, switched it up a little bit. I went back to, doing the up and coming. I won't even say up and coming, just I say artists that's making noise and that's starting to gain traction. So, I'm pulling them in. I want to wake their game up, help them get more exposure. I have Miss JB here. She's been doing music. She's been popping up, fucking with the videos. And, you feel me? I have Liv in this motherfucker, senior label manager at Empire Records. Shout out to Liv. You feel me? Just to give Liv her flowers real quick. She my co-host, but I fuck with Liv. Liv, like, she does a lot for her. When I say caseload, that's what I said.
Caseload.
Yeah, right. Caseload. Yeah, like, well,
that's my labels.
Yeah, like, she does a lot for the people that's under her that she managed on the label. Empire's a huge label, and she has a huge caseload. Liv does her shit, and she also sings. Dope ass singer, dope ass artist. So.
You can see you got vocals.
For sure. But we just gonna kick a little shit, pop some little shit. So June, what's poppin'? Tell me something about yourself. Where you from? What's your name? How you get the name JB?
Okay, so I got the name JB. It's short for Junebabi. I actually am from Oakland, and I started stripping before rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oakland. Did you tell me you was like there's some time in Atlanta? Are you?
Yes. So I was born in Oakland, but I was raised in Atlanta. I moved back to Oakland, well, the Bay Area in general, in like 2013, and then been here ever since.
Did you dance while you was in Atlanta also?
Yes, that's actually where it actually started. For me, I started actually after I had my son at like 19. I was kind of saying I was a different age, but I was making my money, so it really didn't matter.
Is it true like some guys don't give a fuck anyway how old you are?
No, they don't care.
Right.
They look at you already, and especially if you already developed and money is money, really, to be honest with you.
Was you fast, like developed young?
I was fully grown. My body was a grown woman at 13.
Oh, shit. Yeah, creepy niggas like, they don't care at 13?
Yeah, I had guys that I thought was, I looked up to them like uncles, and they really was liking me, to be honest with you, looking at me, staring at me, and it was a lot going on. They was pedophiles, if you ask me.
Right. Question, what's the biggest difference from dancing in, let's say, Atlanta versus California?
I will say this. Anywhere but the Bay is more money. And I say that because they not stingy out of town. Here they more stingy because they feel obligated. They feel like you got to do more, like you got to take your clothes off. You have to sleep with them to get more money. And I've never been one of those people to sleep with you to get no money. Like, it's never been that serious for me.
Right. Did you try dancing out here at all once you got out here?
Yeah. It actually started for me out here with Magic Monday. With Magic. So she gave me an avenue starting out here dancing with her. And before I even was dancing, I was doing a lot of music videos out here with a lot of artists. So
Right. So now that you're working on your own career, what are some of the biggest challenges you face?
Being told that I'm not ready. They tell me I'm not ready. They tell me that just keep working. This is a lot.
Keep working, to me, isn't a challenge. And I say that to say this. I've been doing music for hella long. And I think if, let's say 4 or 5 years ago, if I was in the position I'm in now, I wasn't ready for it. I think I would have fumbled it because mentally I'm somewhere else and versus to where I was 4 or 5 years ago. So being ready is I think it's not being ready. I mean, keep working. I think it's more to me, it's fueling my fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
One of the biggest ones, though, I will say, a lot of times when people be wanting to help you, they be trying to sleep with you to get you up there at the top. And a lot of times I will say I reject it. I'm not about to do that to get where I got to go. Even if it take me a little bit longer, I want respect. I don't want to be that girl that got to sleep with somebody to get where I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, but that don't mean I'm about to do
Right.
what other girls normally would do.
Right. So quick question. Do you think dancing like kind of overshadows the music?
What you mean, like stripping or just in general
Stripping,
dancing?
like just stripping. Do you think it's like people like, damn, like fuck, I'm not gonna take to the music because I'd rather share dance type shit. You get what
No,
I'm
it
saying?
goes hand in hand.
Talk to me.
It's hand in hand. I feel like it helps.
Being
I
a
seen
performer
Cardi
is
B
being
do
a
it.
performer.
Exactly.
Like,
It
you know what I
actually
mean?
it helps because I mean, even seeing Cardi B, she was stripping and she went from stripping and she mixed it with her rapping and a lot of people do it in they videos. You can mix it. It's a plus when you know how to dance.
Right. Female artists. Are you open to work with other female artists?
I do that a lot. Sometimes people don't want to work with you, but you just move to the next person.
Right. Do you think like females really shade each other like a
For
lot?
sure. Some people feel like they better. Some people feel like you just not good enough to work with them or you competition.
Right. Why you think it's looked at like that way?
Instead of people, like working together, I think when it comes to the competition thing, they feel like you might get ahead more than them. When really, to be honest, it's not really about that. Who cares? Like,
Right.
I had a friend that was, more into it more than me, but I just was her friend being there in music videos. I knew how to rap, but she didn't know that.
Right.
So when I came out and I started rapping, it was looked at to her like I was hiding my music and why nobody knew. And then she called it competition and stopped talking to me.
Wow. Damn.
Do you have people that you feel like really have helped you so far, though? Like people that were already in the game that you kind of like?
Yeah, Serby Wood.
So
That's who I actually started rapping with. Me and him did a song called Check Me Out. And we just was doing everything after that, like everywhere. He was putting me on shows with him. We was doing so many shows. And then like his birthday party sold out at a Caribbean city. We performed there. Like ever since, I've just been on the road.
Right. To date, what was the moment you was like, okay, yeah, I'm really about to fuck with this music shit?
When he helped me, I took it serious. I really didn't care if I had a lot of money in my pocket. I was willing to do it. I was willing to take my last to go and push it. And I ain't gonna lie, he was behind me and he had my back when it was nobody wanted to help me or see me win. He was like, nope, you finna do this. Nope, get up. Nope, you ain't finna be depressed. Nope, we going to the studio. Like,
Right.
he was motivating me to keep me up and
Right.
going.
Olivia, question.
It's me.
My bad, Liv. So when you're dealing with artists, like let's just say females, what is the main thing you look for in a female artist?
In a female artist?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think I look for something different in a female
Say that.
artist. Yeah, it's just like I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for effort and hard work. Like, I guess a vision. I don't think that I can help you go further if I don't know where you're trying to go. Because I'm not trying to bring you somewhere that I'd made up. You know what I mean? Like, at least for me, like, I care about it being organic, like what you actually want and what your goals are and like where you want to go, what your message is. Like, are you talking about real life? Maybe some people really write songs off of like imagination and stuff, you know what I mean?
Fantasy.
That's fine, but it's just like I can sit here and say all this stuff, but if it's not what you're passionate about, like, this is your life. You're spending
Right.
money, time, sweat, tears, emotions, everything else goes into music. Music is like all encompassing. It's not just like a product, it's a part of you. So I'm not going to write your story for you. You know what I mean? And I'm fine asking somebody and talking to them and being like, hey, ask them the questions for them to also work that out, because I feel like a lot of times, especially artists, can be kind of conflicted because it is a part of identity. And so they're like, I don't want to call it one thing. I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be one thing, but just like explain to me who you are.
Right.
Because then that's when you can build a fan base and you can build, it doesn't mean you have to be one thing, but I have to be able to tell people who you are so they can also be a part of your journey with you.
Right.
So, yeah.
What be like the number one thing that makes artists like just give up and say just fuck the music? Like,
Honestly, overthinking it. Always overthinking it. Someone can have like 50 songs that could be hit singles and they'll never put them out because one thing. Because one thing, and I get it, I understand, I do music, like I get it, because if one thing isn't perfect, I will never put it out. However, again, you have to like think of it as a journey. You have to allow people to be on the journey with you. You're going to continually get better. Put it out with exactly where you're at right now. Let it be okay that people are walking with you and seeing you as you progress and as you get better, because the goal is to continually get better. You're not going to stay where you're at. Let people be a part of it with you.
Right. What was your advice to be to Miss JB, like as just an up and coming artist who she's trying to get her name out there? Like, what was your like advice be to her?
I mean, we were talking before. I was telling her 1 single a month. Don't do less than 1 single a month. It gives you a plan. It gives an expectations. Like people will start actually like building, because I think 1 month is like a perfect plan. Don't put an album out for no reason. If people aren't asking for an album, that's a lot of time in the studio. That's a lot of writing. That's a lot of money that you're putting into something. And people's attention spans aren't that anymore. Put out 1 song a month until you build that fan base that's like, where's it at? Where's the album?
Would you do the song in a video or just the song?
Any type of visual is good. You don't have to do a video. Videos cost a lot of money. You can do a visualizer. You can do BTS behind the scenes. You can give them something to look at, but it doesn't have to be an official video. And especially after quarantine, honestly, with TikTok and everything else, people don't need professionally done videos anymore. People want to see like the more real life everyday stuff.
Right. Just for my the people out there listening, like Olivia is like she's like damn near like one of the it people at Empire, like, and it's kind of like a blessing to have her sitting here.
Right.
I talked to Olivia a lot, and I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday. I had texted her like, if you don't call me, you fired. Just talking shit, right?
He said you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds, call me. And we be having these conversations, and Olivia's like, even like everybody she works with, like they like, man, we gotta fuck with Olivia, because it's more like she's hella hands on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I'm gonna fuck with you as much as you fuck with yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I know she deal with people that's way out of our genre, like that's way, popping in, whatever the case you want to call it. But it's like she's here, she's talking to the JBs, she's, talking to the Little Bloods and shit like that. So like, it's kind of like a blessing to where, we can just sit here and get this game from her type
Right.
shit. So I'll be telling people like, man, soak that shit up, because
Right.
there's blessings all around,
Right.
Like, and to me too, like even me, like I've been rapping for so long, but it's just like shit. The last couple of years, I had the most traction. So it's like you never know when it's gonna pop off.
Right.
You never know. And I watch people shovel money, a lot of money into things they're thinking social media want to see, and then you'll drop a mixed song and it'll fucking go viral. That's tweaky as fuck, like for sure. In the next 5 years, JB, where do you see your career or where you want it to be?
I tell myself by the end of this year, I'm gonna be where I need to be. Like not even like done, but I see myself working, being bigger and being signed. Like that's just how I look at it. I know it don't always come that easy, but I'm going hard and I'm doing a lot on my own with no help. So I got goals and plans for myself.
Is Image a lot with it? Do Image help you sell music?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to make sense. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people are really bipolar with their image. So that's what, it's not like, oh, you have to have a certain look to do it. I think you just have to own whatever it is that you have.
Right. You gotta own it, for sure.
Embrace the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's deep.
Gotta have faith in yourself.
How much music you got out to the day? Like, have you got?
So I already released the whole EP, and I've been trying to do visuals, but I don't think I want to do all the videos for the songs. I'm already just dropping other stuff, and I feel like it's way better than what I did last year. So I got about probably like 9 songs out right now, 3 videos.
How long you been doing music?
I started it back in 2013. I was just playing, did a song right before I got on the plane, and that's when I moved back out here. And then didn't take it as serious and just started doing it 2 years ago.
What are your regrets?
Not taking it serious, not staying consistent, and not staying on myself. I wasn't motivating myself. I was allowing messed up relationships and people on how they felt and was trying to control me. That I always was worrying about everybody else and not focusing on what I needed to do when I know I got the skills to do it. Like, you give me anything, I could do it.
Right.
So it's like, I just need to keep going with what I'm doing and stay focused and motivated to myself. Regardless of what people say, you just got to listen to yourself.
Let's drop it at low for a minute. Do your music and like your dancing career affect your personal relationships, like with your significant other? Like,
For sure. Insecurities. A lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people come around and they be like, oh, we like the strippers, right? And y'all want to be in relationships with us, but y'all can't really handle our lifestyle. And they'll be quick to judge, and we out till late night, but we working, just like you working. It's a job. You know, we out doing the same thing you doing. I mean, I can't speak for everybody and what they do, but I know I was going dancing, making my money and going home. But it ain't easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all hand in hand, but you can't deal with jealous people. I feel like you need to be with somebody who's in the same field as you. I'm not saying like a promoter that's dealing with a stripper. I'm saying somebody that is, you know, in the entertainment business.
Or understanding of the lifestyle.
Right. That's not going to be jealous, that gets it and don't feel like your life is better than theirs or you're making more money than them. It's like, you know, we all come together. We putting money together. We saving up. Like, we all regular. I don't feel like I'm better than nobody.
Right.
I think that goes back to the competition, though. Like, have you felt competition with people you've been in relationships? Because feeling it outwardly is one thing, but feeling it at home is, like, kind of crazy.
A lot of times, the relationships I've been in, it's felt like that. And I don't look at them like that, though. But they look at me like that. Like, they'll get mad at me like, oh, this is all you do, all you work. This is all you do all day. Well, you knew this when you met me, but you expect me to change, but you're not putting me in a better position. And when I say a better position, like, you want a person to stop stripping, be supportive. Help them get to something better. You know, don't expect me to do it all by myself and take care of you, too.
Right.
A lot of times people look at us like, what is it like? Not just eye candy, but they want us to do for them. We be wanting somebody to do for us, too. Like, we got a lot going on. We got kids too, and businesses, and we got jobs outside of this. So.
Right. Me personally, I think stripping, and it's just like fast money, just like selling dope, whatever it is. I think it's an addiction in itself.
Oh, it is. It is very much so. Very, very much so. I be wanting to go back sometimes. I still got like 5 boxes of shoes sitting by the stairs. I be looking at, and I be wanting to. I post them for sale, and people would be like, "You so serious, June?" Yes. I feel like when you hit 30, for me, my knees started going out. And I was like, listen, I could hit the splits, I could do all these tricks and stuff, but baby, I feel like I need to go now. I need something to carry on afterwards. Some people could do it after, but me, I have a son too. So it was like, I don't want my son looking on my Instagram and I'm dancing at parties for his friends. And then it become an issue with me and my kid. So I was like, I'm done. Like, my son knows my life. He's 14.
Okay.
So he knew.
Definitely.
He would stay up while I was out dancing and wait for me to come in the house. So.
Definitely. Spoiled the fuck out of him. Huh?
Yes.
That's what I'm dealing with my son. My son hella fucking spoiled. And he takes that mentality everywhere. He thinks he's supposed to be spoiled.
Get everything. If I don't get it, he gonna call my mama. If he can't get it from her, he gonna call my dad. If I tell him don't ask me for nothing, he gonna make sure he get it and he gonna come in. I'll be like, where'd you get it from? Well, my nanny gave it to me.
Were you a single mother, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes.
Is that really a challenge?
Yeah, it was. It was to the point where I barely seen my son, though. Like, I was working a lot and not seeing him because I was dancing and making fast money to the point where I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that I wasn't with my child. I just realized, like, he always had what he needed.
And he thought it was okay.
And I thought that was okay, but in the long run, your children will feel neglected. They will feel like you're neglecting them, and then they will resent you for stuff like that. If you're not around, you're not spending time with them. Just because you able to buy them nice things don't mean anything. You building a bond and having relationships with them is what's important.
I think, don't shoot me for this, but I think a lot of strippers, like especially women strippers, I think they're narcissists. Because, look, this is why I say that. And this has nothing to do with you. I don't know you from a cold bowl of cereal.
No, you good.
And I say that to say this. It's like, especially the ones that get money and have a little emotion going.
Yeah.
Like, they carry that, they carry that everywhere. And they think it's like I said, my son's spoiled. He go everywhere like that. I think a lot of strippers do that. And I think they really like put down other women that's in the same field as them and might not have the money to get their hair done every week and might not have the money to, switch up fits and all that shit. And I see them batter the fuck out of them. You get what I'm saying?
For sure. I see it all the time. I see, I see a lot. I see a lot in that field. I see a lot of women, men messing with a lot of other people, and they be like, "Well, I'm gonna thug it out." It just be a lot. It's a lot that I see in the stripper field. To be honest with you, a lot of people feel like they better than people too, especially in dancing. And you doing the same thing, and you barely probably could dance, and it's probably somebody out here who's doing it way better than you, but you still looking down on them.
Right.
It be a lot going on.
Why you think Bay Area women, and these are dancers I'm talking about, why you think they don't go travel and dance? Why? I think they feel like they're a big fish in a little pond. Why don't think they travel and do it?
I feel like they don't travel because they know once they do get out of town that it ain't gonna be like it was here. It ain't as easy out of town. And I know that because when I left from here to go dance in Miami, it wasn't the same.
Right.
It was very different. I had to be out there for 2-3 weeks for me to start making money because they like, who is this new booty in here? Like, and not only that, my body's not done. I have everything natural. I've said plenty of times I want to get it done, but a lot of times people don't like that.
Right.
And you got guys in the club.
Is that really a thing though? Like, is that really a thing? Like, you have to get your body done to make
No,
money?
it's some women out here who they body look like it's done and it don't be done, and it's certain women who just like that, like, and it just is what it is. Does it help? For sure, you make more money. Your bookings is way more. I feel like, or if you just know what to do, you know what I'm saying.
When did you think that became a thing? Like, how did that become a thing? When did you think that became a thing?
I think that became a thing, really, when COVID happened.
No, before that.
But I guess maybe I didn't see it, but I felt like when we was able to be in the house.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what else is there to do? Now it's scamming, and now we can get our body done, and now we could make more money. And it's just, people was getting their body done and wasn't even doing nothing. They just wanted to get it done.
Right.
So that's when I felt like I seen it, because I really wasn't seeing a lot of people getting their body done at that time until after. And then now everybody got a BBL or boobs.
Right.
Nothing's wrong with it, though.
With your lyrics, do you talk about the struggles that you go through in life too, or do you just glorify the great moments? Like, what do you talk about in your music? Why, if I'm a fan, I'm a consumer, right? And I say, okay, I want to tweak on her music. I want to see how she fucking around. What song would you tell me to listen to?
I would say popping my shit too much. That's when I actually start talking about what I was going through with friends and how the relationships deteriorated. All my music is really what I went through. Even the new ones I'm about to drop is about me growing up as a kid and things that I went through, and basically like how I'm broken. Speaks on a lot, like just everything, like from 5 years old to 13 to 14. Like, mine's is a story. It's all a story, and I feel like it's relatable, and I feel like you have to do relatable music for people to be even interested. Fantasy stuff be cool, but I feel like it draws you more when you can relate.
Right. I see your mom here with you. You moving with your mom. How supportive have your mom been?
She's very supportive. My mom's Muslim too, so.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Alaikum.
So it'd be a little hard for her to do certain things, but she's very supportive. She comes out to all my video shoots. She'd be like, no, don't do this. She need to do this. Or she'd be like, okay, well, I pay for this. Or she's really like supportive. Like, and she was a single mom too. So, she's there for everything. Like, no matter what.
Were you raised Muslim?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually Muslim.
Oh, okay, you took a shower and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy we got on that topic. I had took my shahada when I was incarcerated, right? But I only did it because everybody else was doing it, I ain't gonna lie. And then like when you're in jail, like you get to get out your cell, do all type of other stuff. And I have no I have no problems with Islam, just like I don't have no problems with Christianity. But it was like when I was praying, and I would say, "In Jesus' name, I pray, Amen." I felt the Spirit was manifesting in me more, and then it was like it was foreign to me, like praying the way Muslims pray was kind of foreign to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. Like I definitely had some dealings with Islam. Definitely.
Yeah, I was raised in it from 7 up until 18. That's when I actually took a turn and started doing what I wasn't supposed to do. So I was wearing the wraps on my head, the long outfits where you couldn't see my body and all of that. But then I think once I hit a certain age, I started rebelling and doing the opposite of what I was supposed to be doing. I even like women, and you're not supposed to do that at all. Like it's total no in that. Yeah, I love it though. I still eat how I'm supposed to. I don't let people wear shoes in my house. So it's like, it's certain things like I say it all the time. Like I could recognize a Muslim just by looking at them, or they'd be like, oh, you Muslim? Like I speak Arabic. I write Arabic. It's a lot of things I could do, but people probably just wouldn't know it unless we engage in conversation.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck. When you're dealing with women on a relationship level, do you like the studs or you like the girly girl look?
Lord, I've gone for the studs, and I think that's probably what's the problem. That's the problem.
This is my tweet, right?
Yeah.
That's dumb as fuck, JB. It's like, why the fuck?
Why?
You go fucking stud and not like why? What do you feel me like? What the fuck? Just look like a man, trying to act like a man. What the fuck? I don't get it. Explain it to me, please.
So, okay.
Psych the fuck out.
No, but I will say this. I don't want to say I think. Growing up, I'm gonna get a little personal.
Well, talk to me.
The reason that I decided that I liked women growing up, as a kid, my sister touched me. So it was kind of natural for me to like women. I really wasn't. I tried the guy thing, but I was molested by guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it just seemed like left and right things was happening, which made me hate him. And then my dad wasn't around, and he would always say he was coming and wouldn't show up, or when he did, he would take me to all these women having babies by him, and I'm seeing how he's treating his wife, which made me hate men. Seeing my dad. So
like it was like an element of a trust thing as well.
It was trust, yeah, for sure. Because at that moment, I felt like I couldn't trust nobody. I'm like, I don't know. The only person I felt like I could trust was my mom and my grandma. And then I started searching for it in a relationship and wasn't getting that. I was dogged by my baby daddy. So it was like, at that moment, I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Had my son and was in an abusive relationship with a guy, like was getting beat up really bad, escaped that, and went straight into women and ain't been back since. It just was like, I don't want to do it no more. I'm over it. To the point where I feel like if don't nothing go right between me and a girl, I just don't want to be in a relationship.
Right. Do you think kind of like the energy you was putting off at them times was drawing them type of people?
I do feel like I attract the wrong type of people, but I do feel like it has something to do with me.
Right. And
I feel like it has something to do with what I seen. So I felt like maybe that's what I was supposed to deal with. Like, even with my son's dad, knowing that he was dogging me out, I still was trying to make it work and be in a relationship knowing he was a bad person because I didn't want my son to not have his father around because I didn't have mine. Not knowing for real, you don't be with somebody who treats you bad. You know what I'm saying? Leave that alone. It's somebody good out here for you. Have yet to find it, but I'm sure it is somebody good.
Right. The reason I asked you that is because it's like last few months and shit. I just been practicing, just thinking positive. Just stay positive.
Yeah.
Stay positive. Even if something pissed me off, I don't let it consume me for days like it normally do. I just get over it. If it ain't life or death, I just don't think about it. And since I've been doing that, honestly, I've been having better things happen for me. Good things happen. And I think it's because that's what the energy I'm putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not thinking certain ways anymore.
Right.
So
I mean, to be fair, on the flip side of that, everything you've talked about as far as like certain things that you felt need adjusted or maybe negative experiences, the reason you stuck in those things was because of a good and positive thing you were trying to do, at least to me, and just what I'm noticing. Like when you couldn't see your son a whole lot, well, you were doing it so he could have everything he needed.
Right.
And like, okay, everything with your ex, but you were doing it so he could have a family.
Right.
And so a lot of times, like sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like at least for me, what I've noticed when I have those patterns is it's survival mode, and then that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like trying to, it's a good intention.
Right.
And then when you're able to kind of get outside of that and see like, okay, I can still provide those things, like
Right.
adjusting it differently and not having to put actually like your things that you needed on the back burner.
Right.
And I think that's really cool because you've created a situation with your son and like with your career and with your life and everything that you can find those pieces of joy and still provide those things for him.
Right. Because so growing up, my mom, it was like kind of like her responsibility to help, her husband. I had a stepbrother and a stepsister. So at that moment, my mom, she wasn't rich, but she was trying her best to help take care of all three of us. And it was times we couldn't get shoes.
Right.
And we had to wear one pair of shoes for a very long time because my mom had to pay the bills, while my dad was trying to live his career with being downstairs with his studio. You know what I'm saying? She was helping him live his dream while he was working, and it was just a lot. So when I did start dancing, I wasn't just thinking about my son. I was thinking about my family too. Like, it was times where my mom didn't even know I had money stashed under my bed in boxes. And one day our PG&E went out, and I just told her, I'm like, go under my bed. It's a box in there. And she was able to go pay the PG&E. Like, it was just stuff because I knew we were Muslim. I knew I wasn't telling my family I was dancing, but they knew I was gone for long hours at a time. Coming back, like, where you been at? I'm not saying nothing. She knew. Yeah, I told my mom. I told my mom. Like, that was one thing. Me and my mom were really close. So no matter what, I would tell her. My dad, I couldn't tell him. I was too scared because I was like his baby. Right. Even when I got pregnant, it broke him down. Like, he was just crying. So it's just like,
yeah. Give me an artist. Give me a Bay Area artist you would like to work with.
Fab.
Fab? Say that, say that, say that.
Fab. I love Fab.
Female.
Tooch. Tooch.
Tooch from Sac, she don't count.
Why? Oh my God, that sucks. Okay, dang, because I didn't trying to think about who I did work with. That's a good question.
We'll come back to it. What artists have you worked with that you had the most impact from? Like,
Vania. She's from Fairfield. She's her energy is everything. Like, we did an event for Fab, not Fab, for Unc the Hunt. Mm-hmm. He had did like this little cipher for us when he had put it together for all the women. Tooch was a part of it. I was a part of it. Chrissy, Cola, Tammy, Tati Baby, and she stood out to me out of everybody, her and Tati Baby. But for some reason, me and her, we instantly locked in. Like, we talk every day. Like, she's encouraging to me, like, everything. Like, she be like, nope, stay up on it. She the one made me get into doing reels every day. Because she know how to promote and get up, like, and do that. Like, she be like, gotta call you back. I gotta do a reel. Like, she's just really encouraging. Like, she be like, no matter what's going on, stay positive. If you need to call me, call me. Right. Like, no matter what I'm going through, she really just is very encouraging person. Yeah. And we do songs. Like, we even working on the whole EP together because we both Geminis. So we trying to figure out.
Gemini's J.
No, we not. Like, whatever. We the best until you get on our bad side. Until you get on our bad side.
Olivia, what's like one of the most important things that, besides the one single a month, what's like one of the most important things that can help an up and coming artist?
I mean, that's a very broad question. Consistency, of course. Promoting yourself, Reels, TikTok, Instagram. I mean, all of it. That's really important. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be posting anything on YouTube, use YouTube Shorts. Like, I always try to explain, every other company in the entire world has their budget, what they're pushing for the month, what they're trying to make work at their company. So if you can tap into that and be like, okay, so Instagram, they're focused on reels right now. I'm gonna make sure all my reels are up. YouTube, they're focused on shorts. Like whatever it is that you see a company is like promoting. If you see an ad for it on your phone, that's them spending their marketing money on something. So if I see that that's what they're pushing, then I'm gonna tell all my artists like jump on it right now. I don't care if you're the first artist to be on there. I don't care if anyone else has done it yet because that's their money. You might as well let them push you. You should be the ad that's popping up. You know what I mean? Because you're on there, you have the app, you might as well be using it. So
do you think? Do you think?
Glad ain't nothing in that cup.
Do you think we're using social media right? Artists in general. Do you think we're getting our full potential out of this social media shit? Because this shit I be seeing on Instagram and shit, I don't know what the fuck it is. I just keep going and do the traditional way, like
what's the traditional way? What do you mean by that?
just post. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do none of that shit.
CapCut. You better use CapCut.
Yeah. So that's my question. Do you think that the average artist use social media the right way?
It's not the average artist. No.
Okay, talk to me.
I just think again, you have to decide what your goal is. Is it to grow more followers? Are you going to be a social media personality who does music? Or is your goal to be an artist and you're trying to push them to your Spotify, push them to your iTunes? You have to actually decide what your goal is. It's okay for all of it to be a part of the goal, but you can be a person who has is more of a personality and is showing more of a vlog style and showing their behind the scenes. Either way, you should be showing behind the scenes of music videos, of being in the studio. You have to remember sometimes artists live in an echo chamber. All their friends are artists. Everybody else is in entertainment. And you forget that somebody who works in accounting all day has no idea what the inside of a studio feels like, much less looks like. If you can make people feel what your everyday feels like, that's huge. People want to people want to watch it because it's like a TV show. It's like a reality series. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Is that your goal? Or I don't think you should just be posting snippets of your music video. You shouldn't just be posting that. That's great and wonderful, and you absolutely should be doing it. But having people feel like they're there with you is really important.
That makes sense.
Don't talk no more. You gotta pay us for this shit. But, so nigga, so singing and dancing and twerking and it's not gonna get it. It's not gonna get it.
It's not that it's not, but you said how we use it for our full potential. It's important for sure. But talk with your friends who are artists. Have them in your live with you. Have them you're not gonna bother people if everybody's goal is the same. And also just be around people who actually. Be around people who give a fuck about you.
Right.
Don't just be around people.
I will say that.
I was just talking to her about that off the camera. Your team gotta just care about you and pushing you and not trying to get in the limelight. Yes, I definitely was just saying that.
I only got a handful.
Too many fake people. But that handful matters. They'll put I feel especially in the Bay Area, and we've had this conversation before, especially in the Bay Area, it's so easy to look at somebody else winning as that's an opportunity I didn't have. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't be that guy, because that's the whole reason. We need to go further as a team together.
Right.
Every time somebody goes, if we're seeing it linear, we're seeing that person ran further than me, so I'm going to try and beat them, when we should be seeing it as a ladder. Every single time somebody goes up one, we're bringing everybody with us. And it's really frustrating because we end up holding each other back. We're coming up to a finish line and that's it. We're not going anywhere past that because everyone's competing against each other instead of being a team and pulling us all together.
Exactly.
Right. Crabs in the Bay mentality.
Yeah.
How come we're like that in the Bay? Well, I know you don't have the answer, but
it's not just in music though. It's in everything.
Everything.
It's in everything. I've seen it even just at companies and stuff where someone gets a promotion, other people take it personally.
But why? They worked hard
right, and
for
it's
it.
business.
Right.
And it should be the same in music, right? It's business, but it's not. They worked hard for it, but it's just, I don't know why that's a mentality. I feel like I've seen it more in the Bay than a lot of other areas. People can't just clap for each other and be happy.
Right, and be happy. It's always shade.
Right.
It's a lot of shade.
What's the another question for you, Olivia? You work with K-pop artists. You work with artists from different genres, different areas, all the little shit. Is it more difficult working with an artist from the Bay than it is working with an artist from anywhere else?
It's not more difficult.
Not more difficult.
It's not more difficult. No, I mean, no, I think more difficult wouldn't. I don't know.
Do you think females are harder to work with or guys?
I guess it depends. It really depends. I have some female artists who who push harder than anyone I've ever seen. Guys, it can be an ego thing either way. Females can have a lot of ego, especially a female working with another female.
Right.
I think I put a little bit more effort in making sure that the females I work with are comfortable, especially if we're at a music video. I don't like them to be there without another girl there. If I can't be there, I'll make sure a female's there, like stuff like that. So I definitely probably spend more time on it just because of that. It's neither is more difficult. It's just different things that you have to take care of for each. That's all.
Right.
Why do y'all think nowadays? I know y'all probably not supposed to be asking questions,
You're good.
but why do y'all think nowadays that you get more views on your music videos on Instagram than you do on YouTube?
Because I don't know, me personally, I think it's because it's everybody strolling and more people on the apps, actual apps. Like, you're not gonna hold a conversation with somebody and just be listening to YouTube's. That's what I think. I think people get more views because it's just strolling.
The other part of it too is using YouTube Shorts. If you use YouTube Shorts, it'll affect your channel, and like it'll help your channel.
Definitely.
And
Is
the
it
other
the
part,
hashtags too?
I mean, is your subscribership on YouTube as high as yours on Instagram?
Mine's it's bigger on Instagram.
Right. So you're not going to have as many people that are coming across your thing just coming up in your feed.
Right. So I remember when I first started dealing with you, you was pushing it shorts like, bro, use the shorts. I think it was like fresh, and we've been using the shorts, and trust me, like that, it works. Like it definitely works.
Okay.
Our channel grew a lot. Like for sure. But like she said, I didn't understand it at the time either. Like this is what YouTube is promoting. Like they're promoting the shorts right now. Use the short, just like the reels. When the reels first came out, they were promoting the reels. And just like I said, just dealing with different people and having. So I want to do music. I'm in the entertainment people in the business, so I want the people around me. So she gave us the game. I wouldn't have knew that if I was just fucking with my partner on the block, just getting high. I wouldn't knew that.
Right.
So yeah, I tweaked on the shorts and I'm tweaking on the reels, and it helped.
Okay.
It definitely helped.
Y'all giving me some
Even with
insight.
TikTok, I was against TikTok, right? I'm like, man, I don't know how to do that shit. So
Can we get over that? Can we be okay with being the first artist on something? Everybody's
Right.
so weird and wants somebody else to co-sign it first. Just be the success story.
right, you're right.
Be the success
This is a
story.
success story,
No,
no
I'm
cap.
saying.
So I'm like, man, I don't know how to do that shit. I want to woo. But as soon as we start uploading videos on TikTok, we start making bread. Like people finding us, like, hey, can you come cover this event for us? Like, we found you on TikTok. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah, so it's crazy. So yeah, definitely that should be working.
It do.
But if you're using it to work,
That's what I use it for. I use it for everything. I started using it when COVID came around because it's like we in the house. They gave me an avenue to do something, learn dances, promote music, promote my boutique. I was able to do a whole bunch of stuff on there. It was
what's your
I like a
boutique?
little. It's called Lexi Styles Collection.
Shut your shit out. You like Instagram for it?
Yes, it's at Lexi Styles Collection.
What you sell?
Women's clothes, purses, shoes, headbands, socks, stockings. Yeah, I'm trying to get into guy stuff. A lot of guys always ask me, but I don't want to just be sitting on it.
Right,
That's what normally sells. So
But I'm not gonna keep you here forever. But quick question: if you could go back and have a conversation with the 18-year-old JB, what would that conversation be like?
it would have been slow down, finish school, and don't be so friendly.
That's big.
Because I thought everybody was my friend. I literally was thinking that up until 2 years ago. And everybody deteriorated. And it's like a lesson learned, though. You just have to know who for you and who not. Because a lot of people be around you to use you, too.
For sure, say that.
And I didn't know that. And a lot of times we expect people to be us, and they not us. But I probably wouldn't have had a kid. I love my son, but it was hard. I thought I was going to be with my son's dad. I didn't expect it to go how it
That
was.
little pussy important.
I would have waited. I just would have waited until I was in a serious relationship.
Right.
Like, even so, I done been married twice. So it's like,
Oh, 3, wow.
yes, twice, 2 times.
But
I would have
you met your baby daddy?
Nah. 2 girls.
You was women? Damn, they really sucked that pussy and put a ring on your finger
Nope.
like that? I'm saying that shit must be married twice. Damn.
Two times, yes.
And did you have a wedding thing, like the flowers? Did you have to? You got married by Elvis.
No, my second one I did get married in Vegas. It was like it was just on the little. But the first one I got married on the fluke. I did buy a dress, and my mother-in-law had made me a pretty bouquet. My son had on the white tux, and she had on the white tux. Worst marriage ever. Worst marriage ever. And the next one, it was just a coincidence. We was in Vegas, and we had sent
twice in Vegas.
She said I got married
once
on
in Vegas
by coincidence.
It's for real, cause like we played a little stunt on her mama, cause like in order for y'all to see the timeshares, you gotta be married.
Right.
So they was like, well, we gotta create y'all a marriage certificate. So I sent it to her mama. She said, y'all got married. She posted it on Facebook. We start getting calls from everybody. And I was like, babe, we should just do it. And we had on some basketball shorts and wife beaters. And we just went down there and did it. And then we came out and was like, did we really just do this? She smoking heck of cigarettes. Like, ooh, I can't believe we just did this. And I'm like, oh, God, you really crazy. And I just locked in with you for forever, right? But, yeah, be careful who you marry.
Question.
The most
that shit just kind
marriages.
That shit was kind of tweaky. No. Because you said something. You said your son was there when you got married, right? Mm-hmm. How was it when you broke that to him? Like, look, man, this is what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you mean, like...
Why you married a woman? Like, how did you...
So, I will say this. That's the only reason I really married her. She had a great relationship and bond with my son. And he met her when he was 2 years old. And she's still in his life till today. So their bond was really what drew me more to her because of how she was, how protective she was. Like, no matter what it was, she went out and got it. Whatever she needed to do, we had it. Right. So for me, it was like, okay, maybe this is my forever. Because it was after men. I literally had left the dude that was beating me up and was sleeping in my car for her. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. My son was not there, but he loved her. Like, he loved her. Mm-hmm. That's really how that happened.
Yeah, that's Manny. How can we reach you? What kind of people reach you at?
They could reach me on Instagram at JBJunebabi with an I, JBJunebabi. And on TikTok. Y'all know I be on there doing the little dances and stuff. On TikTok under Junie. So...
Yes. No Twitter, none of that shit?
I don't got Twitter. I got Threads.
Emails and shit?
Yes. My email is Junebabi with an I bookings at gmail.com.
What can we expect in the near future? You working on any projects? You working on anything?
Yes. I'm working on a lot of singles right now. I also did a song with Beta Weeda.
Shout out Beta.
I'm working with everybody. Stay tuned for me and Vania's EP coming out, our Gemini EP. And yeah, just stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff y'all gonna be able to relate to that y'all gonna be like, dang, I didn't even know she went through that. Right. So yeah, I just hope they love it and like it.
Livia, talk to me. Where can we reach you at? My co-host.
Instagram. Call me Liv at Call Me Liv LYV. And TikTok is going to change because it's the longest username ever. It's XOXOLUV.
Oh man!
So just don't worry about TikTok. You can find it from my Instagram.
Liv, what you working on? You dropping anything? Are you just on your singer managing thing at the moment? Yeah.
I'm dropping stuff. I have like same. I mean, everybody has like a whole drive of music.
I would have never thought. I'm so happy that she's doing music.
Saucy. She can sing like crazy too.
And I thought you were gonna say me when he said, "Who from the Bay do you want to work with?" But it's okay. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I'm gonna have a song out top of next month, so probably like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Man, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
My platform is your platform. Lil Blood TV, Talker Media, over and out.